Hello everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Well, if you're returning, welcome back. If you're brand new, then welcome. You've read the title of the video. We have just got back from seeing Super Mario Galaxy in cinemas. Yeah, I thought I had to do it because of the games, but yeah, we just got back from seeing the movie. We have a lot of thoughts, a lot of opinions, and we're going to break it all down. First, we'll do like non-spoilery general talk, and then we'll go into more spoiler territory because this movie, a lot happens, but also like it was quite short.
Yeah,
like
it was short.
It felt really like just snappy, like you go from one thing to the other, but we'll get into that. So get yourself nice and comfortable and listen to us ramble for a few minutes while we talk about Mario Galaxy, the movie, not the game. Let's get into it. So, yeah, what do you think?
I thought it was decent. Did prefer the first film, but
Yeah.
like, I did think this one was decent. Like JC said, it felt a bit rushed
Yeah, it was just
at points.
It was just set piece after set piece. Like it
Yeah.
literally just didn't stop. Like as soon as the beginning scene happened,
That's literally what I
everything
was
just
trying to say,
rolls on and on and on. There was, so I know that online, we hadn't seen any spoilers other than what Nintendo decided to reveal, and we will get into that, what Nintendo dropped before the film come out. A lot of people, I think critics online are giving it low scores, but then audiences are giving it high scores, and I can see why. Because if you were not a Nintendo or Mario fan at all, or if you only watched the first film, everything in this film is going to fly over your head.
Yeah, it would make no sense.
All the references, all the Easter eggs, the mountain of cameos. As someone who's either just watched film 1 and never played any of the games, or again hasn't even watched any film, like parents taking their kids, or again non-gamers, are going to sit there and just think, okay, who's that?
They would not get
What's
it.
this? What the fuck is going on? It just doesn't stop. So I can see why critics are giving it low scores, because as just a movie on its own, it doesn't do a good job easing you into, other than a few callbacks, it doesn't do a good job easing you into the Mario universe, because
exactly.
that's effectively what this movie is. What do you think at that point?
No, I 100% agree, because I was not to say a spoiler, because I was going to say there's even one scene where it focuses specifically on a cameo. I don't really want to say too much.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, but like it literally focuses on them for like 8 seconds. I know it's not a lot, but if you don't know anything to do with Nintendo or that sort of universe, it's gonna make no sense whatsoever. You're just gonna watch it and be like, okay,
you're gonna be like, that's cool. Who's that?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. It's gonna make no sense.
Yeah, and something that we were actually talking about on the way here, because obviously we came back to mine to record this, was that this movie is basically doing what a lot of cameo movies do now, which is the whole long pause for the audience to applaud. Now, for those who don't know, if you don't watch a lot of movie critics, people have been saying this lately. I feel like the MCU started this,
100%.
especially with Spider-Man No Way Home. If you watch No Way Home, when the other Spider-Man, spoilers for that film, but I mean, come on, surely you've seen it by now.
To be fair, even Endgame. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, even Endgame, yeah. But just a lot of films that have cameos, they do this thing where when a major character appears, there's a long pause. And it's so that, I mean, again, you must have seen it on the internet somewhere, those viral moments of people cheering. I think even the Minecraft movie did it, you know? With the chicken jockey. And there's a long pause, and it's like, again, you can imagine people in the cinema being, oh, yeah, like losing their shit. The problem with that is that only works in the cinema. It doesn't work when the movie then goes to Blu-ray, DVD, or streaming service. And as well, it only works on first viewing.
Yeah, especially like even if you're in your home, be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. But it's that long pause. It's just so awkward, and it's like we actually got quite lucky where we went to see it. We didn't have too much noise. I mean, I think
there was literally our row, the row behind us, and then maybe some people in front, and then it was dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was it.
Yeah, so we didn't really get too much noise. I mean, I wouldn't really say there was even much of a when these things happened. It was like, but you can tell where that's supposed to happen.
100%.
Like they were really banking on that reference, that cameo, that nostalgia to make people go, and then like everyone to sort of lose their shit. Which again, there's probably viral videos on TikTok, Instagram of that happening in certain cinemas, but it didn't happen to us. And again, it makes that moment really awkward.
Yeah, you really notice it more, and it's like, okay.
Because when the character's just there, like. It's just a long pause, and you're like,
oh shit.
So, yeah, but I mean, in general, to say what we think without spoiling it, because we are going to get into spoilers, don't you worry, but this is for those who just want to see this part and then haven't seen the film. Like, watch this part, and then when we say about we're entering spoiler zone, obviously come back after you've seen the film. But overall, good movie. Does a bit too much too quickly,
Yeah.
but to really delve into that, we're going to go into the spoiler zone. And just, yeah, like if you like the first movie, this one's a good time. Very fast paced, and again, just those awkward pauses. Oh, and also a soundtrack.
Oh, amazing.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful.
amazing.
Honestly, an audio treat and also visual treat as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that actually.
How they made the animations better, I don't know, because the first film was really good anyway, and these animations were so fluid and dynamic. And
there was a scene where there's like a meteor shower. I literally got goosebumps, bro. I went cold. Like, it looked so good. I literally went cold.
I didn't even realise. You know what? Yeah, I actually found myself sometimes sort of like turning to you quickly to see your reaction at certain bits. Like, but again, we'll talk more about that in the spoiler zone. But yeah, those are our general thoughts. So now we're going to talk spoilers. Like I say, if you haven't seen the film and you just wanted a quick look at what we thought, great. Come back when you've seen the film. For everyone who has seen the film, though, get comfy. We're going to talk about spoilers. So when we talk about cameos, my God. Right. So one of the biggest ones, Nintendo kind of ruined before the film came out.
Yeah, I know.
But obviously there were other ones that weren't ruined. Now, I personally feel like, why did Nintendo reveal Fox? They shouldn't have.
Honestly, if they didn't, it would have made it so much better.
So much better. Why? So, for those who don't know, a week before the movie came out, Universal, which they must have got approval from Nintendo.
Yeah.
Basically,
They'd
like
been sued otherwise.
Yeah. Basically, like, people kind of speculated that Fox was going to be in the film, because there is one trailer where you kind of see his leg.
I was going to say someone had like a snapshot and posted it on Reddit or something like that.
Yeah, but then with today's day and age, it could either be AI or, again, we didn't know. It was just a rumour, right? But Universal decided to double down, because right before, every movie does this, but a week before the movie comes out, the posters come out online. And one of the posters, and I'll even edit it in, slap bang, was just Fox. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why did they do... And it was a week, bang on, a week before the film. And it's like, what are you doing? And I know people can say, oh, but if you don't want spoilers, just stay off the internet. It's like, bro, really?
You're going to be on the internet.
You're going to be on the internet. And
the internet's everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I mean, it's just crazy. It would have made that moment. And again, that's one of the characters where there was that long, awkward pause. And it's like, if that wasn't revealed a week prior, then yeah, maybe...
Been a big
more people would have been like... What? But again, only the Nintendo fans, because other people were going to be like, who the fuck's that? Like, yeah, literally, like, you don't... And I'll tell you what, his voice actor was brilliant.
He did smash it.
Having a guy from Top Gun voice basically a star pilot, stroke of genius. Also sounded quite similar to the games. I don't know if maybe he played the games before.
Hopefully.
I know a lot of the people that were in this movie have played the games. Like Brie Larson voices Rosalina. She's a massive Nintendo nerd. Yeah. But yeah, you can see that there's a lot of like love for Nintendo. Obviously, the movie's like co-produced by Nintendo. Universal, Illumination, they do the animation, but Nintendo, and especially Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Mario, oversee every nook and cranny to make sure that it's all where they want it to be. It's nothing like... We've really come a long way from the original Mario movie, you know, the shit one, which obviously was not Nintendo at all.
That was crap.
And we should do a review of that one just for jokes. But like, yeah, like this is a lot of Nintendo love put into it because Nintendo are behind it, and that's what you want to see. Like, if it had no involvement with Nintendo, then there's a lot of room to screw it up, and there are video game adaptations that do that. But going into the other cameos though, so again, it's Mario Galaxy, but you had characters from Mario 2, Mario Sunshine, Mario World.
And some of them are just there, and like you can spot them, but oh yeah, they're here, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then sometimes the camera literally focuses on it.
Yeah.
And like JC said, if you don't know who this character is or who they are, it's just going to go straight over your head and you're just staring at them for seconds. It would make no sense.
Like the monkey from Mario 64.
Yeah.
When he stole Toad's bag, and he even done the same laugh from Mario 64.
I thought he was going to take the hat. I
thought he should have. Yeah, he should have. But yeah, when the monkey shows up and he's like trying to be all cute and innocent, there's like a long pause, and then it's like, again, people who get it are gonna... But then, and then he steals the bag, and it's like, yeah, I hope, again, if there's a DVD or streaming release, if they cut those pauses, I don't think they will, because Homecoming, No Way Home didn't. But yeah, it's just, like Aaron was saying, they really want you to, or especially Nintendo fans, to lock into those moments. Rob as well, same thing when Rob showed up, although Rob was hilarious.
Yeah, Rob was actually good.
He was really funny.
One of my favourite cameos, actually.
Yeah. And the references, like when they were driving at the very beginning, when they're driving through the desert, and every time they did a jump, they done a trick.
Yeah, that's
from
nice.
Mario Kart.
That is nice. I clocked that as well.
Yeah,
that was a nice touch.
Really, really good. I will admit, they rushed Yoshi, his introduction.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
But that's like... This really should have been a third film, but again, we'll get more into that. But so, the post-credit scene of the first film was the Yoshi egg cracking, and they literally summarised it in like a 2-minute scene.
Yeah.
Like, they go into a cave, they rescue Yoshi, and then when they're like, oh, where have you been this entire time? It's literally just a montage of him walking through Earth and then going back to the Mushroom Kingdom.
That's pretty shit, because it already shows him on Earth walking, getting like clothing.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't really show his like origin story at all. He just hatches, goes for a pipe, and then is everyone accepts him.
With licensed music playing in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I will admit, one thing they did better than the first film, there was less licensed music.
Yeah.
The first film really overdid it with licensed music. This movie does a great job with gaming music.
I think there's like, 3 licensed songs, like the first 15-20 minutes, and that's it.
Yeah. Exactly. And also, the choice that they made for the Yoshi scene, Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, bro.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Didn't know Yoshi was down like that.
I thought that was a bit weird. When I heard it, I thought, what?
He's just bowling around New York. It's like, But they cut the lyrics. It was just obviously they can't play the lyrics. No. That's a very adult song. Although they did in Spider-Verse, but still. Yeah, it was just so random.
That was weird.
Like, I would have liked a bit more time on Yoshi, but that, again, the whole second movie should have been either Mario World or Sunshine with Yoshi in there. It was just, like, he deserved... He does get a lot of screen time. I'm not saying that at all.
Loads, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Like, he's basically a core character, but it's like, he's joined the group and instantly he's their best friend.
Yeah.
And, like, when that scene I just quoted, that's pretty much what they say. They're like, well, where have you been? And they just smash cut him walking around.
Montage.
Yeah, and that's it. And it's like, for a main character, that should have been a bit more. And it eases him into the narrative too quickly. I mean, the only character who was realistic about Yoshi joining the group was Toad. Because Toad didn't like him.
Yeah.
It's like, why would he? They don't know him. And he was just like, oh, you guys are just going to let this dinosaur join the group? And they're like, yeah. And it's like, what? Yeah,
that did make no sense.
It was very, very silly.
Charming, but it made no sense when you look at it.
Yeah. And again, you need that context of the games to understand why he would join them, or why they would be so excited. Because if you've never played a Mario game, or again, you've only watched movie 1, you would be thinking, why are these guys letting this... Like, what if he's bad as well? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Obviously, we know he's not, because we know the games, but anyone could be like, who the fuck's this? And
how they introduce him as well, it's like he's gonna be like a beginner boss.
Yeah.
Because like he's quite, not sinister, but he's in the shadows. You can only see like 2 little yellow dots, which now we know is his nose. Yeah. But like, if you, like JC said, if you haven't seen or played a Mario game before, you're not gonna know. Like, he's gonna look like a villain. Yeah, the whole thing was like he was in Toast Arena in a cave, and the I don't know what the beings from Toast Arena are called, the little Mexican skull things. Yeah, those things. And they were like, there's a monster in the cave, and like it pretty much set up like a boss fight, and you're thinking, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Even Luigi being all scared. I thought it was Petey Piranha. Oh, I thought it was going to be Petey Piranha. Oh, God. Oh, we will talk about characters that should have been in the film as well, actually. I feel like we've got to touch on that. Want to see the green pipe? I thought, yes. Yeah. But no. But, and then just instantly, it's Yoshi, and he's all adorable, and Mario's like, oh, come here, little guy. And again, it's just like, too quick. Yeah. Like, more context. And as well, I know Yoshi's Island made a cameo in the first film, but they didn't even show him on Yoshi's Island. It was just, again, he was on Earth, and then next thing you know, he's in the Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah, he was already on Earth. He's in like a sewer. Yeah. Which is... Yeah. It's just so weird. It was very weird. And again, too fast. Like, maybe movie 3, but... They got him mixed up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, didn't they? Yeah, actually, oh god, can you imagine if him just eating pizza or something? Like, oh, God's sake. And then he's got like a rat sensei or something. Jesus. But yeah, another character I feel was quite rushed, but they did at least talk about where he's been. They didn't show it though, they only spoke about it. Bowser Jr. Yeah. Bowser Jr. was very quickly introduced, but at least as him and Bowser spend time together, they flesh out where he's been and what he's doing. That's quite nice. We still don't know who his mum is though. No. We still don't. We'll never know, but... No. Oh, like, they gave backstory to 2 characters that kind of already had backstory, but now they've retconned it, and then Bowser Jr., someone who's still shrouded in mystery. Who's his mum? How did Bowser have him? Who did Bowser sleep with to have him? Nothing, it's just...
another one where they explain it in like a sentence where Bowser's like, he says, "Oh, hey, Dad, I missed you whilst I was at boarding school." And it's like...
yeah, I forgot about that fucking boarding
It's like, is that all you're going to say? Like, what? And
that's where he was in movie 1, by boarding school.
Yeah, if you didn't know why Bowser Jr. wasn't in the first movie, it was because he was at boarding school, and then he escaped boarding school and decided to create... Oh, yeah, no, that was... Oh, mate, that was funny, though, when he said that.
Yeah, it was good.
But, yeah, he escaped, got expelled to create his own galaxy. And it's like, yeah, no other mentions whatsoever. And he already had Kamek with him. Which,
yeah.
That was also a bit weird as well, because we know what happened to Bowser at the end of the first film. They beat him, they shrunk him, and they took him in the Mushroom Kingdom. Peach kept him as a pet. But Bowser Jr. has already got the entire army, and they never explained how he done that either. Like,
that's a good point, actually. I didn't even think of that.
Like, he was just in space in the saucer, and he had the entire Koopa army, and Kamek was already basically serving him, and at no point was there I don't know, there could have been, again, a bit more to just say, you know, like, oh yeah, now that I've rescued you guys, we're going to go get my dad. No, there was none of that. It was just, yeah, no, I was at boarding school, missed your dad, and that was it. But then they kind of pepper in a bit more, like, there was that scene where he's literally a baby and Bowser's reading him the whole bedtime story, which is why he's motivated to build the galaxy, which I thought was quite cute. But no, if you're still wondering, after all these years, especially after Sunshine, where Bowser lied to him and said Peach was his mum.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be in there. But
No.
I thought that was going to be in there.
And there were some other Sunshine references missing, but we'll get into those. We still have no idea where he spawned from, whether it was an egg, whether it was from a female Koopa, we don't know. He's just there, he's now rescued Bowser, and then the two of them team up after he shows Bowser the big old galaxy he's created, which, again, really nice set piece, and they get to it so quickly. Yeah.
Like I said on the walk up here, like, they're like kind of journeying together, like Mario, Peach, I'm trying to think who else. Luigi, obviously. But anyway, they're all like journeying together trying to find, I don't really want to spoil too much, but obviously there's a spoiler section, trying to find Rosalina.
Yeah.
And then they're journeying through different galaxies, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're at the Bowser galaxy or Bowser planet.
Yeah.
And it does feel quite rushed.
Yeah.
I mean, how long would you say the film was? Like an hour and a half?
According to Google, it was like an hour 38,
Yeah.
but it didn't feel like that at all. It felt like, if any, sometimes I would say it felt like 45 minutes.
Yeah,
it felt like
felt
watching
like
an episode of a cartoon.
Yeah, it did feel like
it. It was crazy, because like you were saying, it just, again, where it's just bit after bit after bit. Like the very opening of the film, Bowser Jr. kidnaps Rosalina, logo, Mario and Luigi get Yoshi, fight scene, then they're going, then Star Festival, then they're in space, then Peach and... now, this is the thing. I liked that the group split up at first.
Yeah, so did I.
Because I think one big complaint about the first film was, even though it's called the Super Mario Brothers movie, you didn't really get to see them be brothers. I still would make the argument that that's kind of the case in this one, but...
A little, yeah.
Because they split up, so Team 1 was Peach and Toad, Team 2 was Mario, Luigi and Yoshi. Yeah. The Mario and Luigi and Yoshi stuff was really good because you got to see them be brothers for a change. Because Luigi was the one Mario had to rescue in the first film. Again, we're now in a day and age where they don't want to do the whole damsel in distress thing. So now it's because Peach never gets kidnapped.
She's badass in this film.
Honestly,
she is badass.
Why does she even need Mario at this point?
She doesn't. Like,
when we get into the other thing, it's like she really doesn't need Mario now.
Doesn't.
Like,
she
what
really
the
doesn't.
fuck? Yeah, honestly, like, I get it, because it is an old thing, you know, princess gets kidnapped, dude goes and saves her. We're past that now. And I like that more female gaming characters are becoming independent. But fuck me, this is a complete U-turn.
Yeah,
but honestly, like, she
kicks ass. She kicks ass.
She just didn't need anyone there.
No.
She could have soloed this whole film. Because, yeah, basically the premise of the story is that the Lumas basically activate the Star Festival. So it's Peach's birthday, which is a nice nod to the games. And the Lumas... I like that they use the Star Festival as like a distress signal.
Yeah.
Because in the games, I don't know, have you played Galaxy or Galaxy 2?
Not for a very long time. I haven't touched 2 at all. But I played the first one. I was really young. Like, literally when it first released.
Yeah. Galaxy 2 is my favourite, but I do love both of them, and both of them do go hand in hand with each other. In the first Galaxy, the game, not the film obviously, the whole premise of the Star Festival is it happens every 1,000 years, and it's just a festival, and then Bowser actually crashes it, and then that's when he gets the Power Stars and builds a galaxy. They changed that in the film to where Bowser Jr. somehow knows that Rosalina is a power source, and so when he kidnaps her,
knows that.
they didn't explain that either. Did he learn it at boarding school? Like,
because she's like the beginning.
Yeah.
She's like the alpha.
Yeah.
So how the fuck does he know that?
Exactly.
Okay.
But they didn't tell us. And after he kidnaps her, the Lumas send a distress signal to the Mushroom Kingdom, which is the Star Festival. So they're all like, oh my god, shooting stars. And then the main Luma shows up and he's like, no, we need help. And that's when they basically split off. Now, initially, Peach wasn't supposed to go because the Toads didn't want her to. But then she ends up going with the main Toad. He's basically Captain Toad, that main Toad. He even wore the lamp at one point, which I thought was brilliant. And he has the backpack. So she goes, and then obviously Mario and Luigi and Yoshi have to play catch-up, because once Peach leaves, Bowser Jr. basically attacks because he wants Bowser back. And that's where you get this sort of splitting of the teams where they're going to different places. Like Mario and Luigi end up in the Bee Kingdom, which I thought was cute. Could have spent a bit more time there, though.
Yeah, it was nice. That was also like a cameo, wasn't it? Because they're there for like 3 minutes, and then it cuts back to it for like 2 minutes, and then that's it.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
Because, they end up on the Bee Kingdom to basically... Well, they crash, didn't they? Because Bowser Jr. slices the castle, lifts it, and then they break the tractor beam.
Yeah, the disconnection from from the whoever's picking them up, tractor beam.
Yeah, the tractor beam. And then they fall into the Bee Kingdom, and then Bowser offers to stay in the Bee Kingdom. I don't know why, again, to prove that he changed, because they try and do this thing where it's like Bowser's a good guy in the beginning, which I feel like is a funny reference to Mario RPG, you know, where he kind of joins them. But in Mario RPG, he had a reason to join them. In this one, it's just played for a laugh. Like, he's been imprisoned in the Mushroom Kingdom since the first movie. They didn't really establish how long it's been since the first to the second. Like, has it been months? Has it been a year?
How long at all?
No, it's just like, what if the first movie was literally like a couple days before? Then his whole thing of, oh, I've changed, guys, I've changed. It's like
it's been days.
Yeah, it's only been a couple days. Like, yeah. But actually, maybe if they said that would have made it funnier. Yeah. It's like, actually, the whole, again, Honey Hive Galaxy thing, it was very quick. I really want to know who voiced Honey Queen, because she sounded really good.
Yeah, I don't know. I did see it as well. I was literally looking at every single one of the credits.
Yeah.
But, I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, no, she sounded really good. It was a shame, though, that she wasn't friendly towards the brothers, because in the game, she's really friendly. And then in the movie, she's kind of horrible because she's like, well, you crashed on my planet.
I was going to say, they did crash her flowers. So.
Yeah, but they apologised, and she was it was literally, again, just so quick. It was like, hey, sorry we messed up your planet, and Bowser's like, I'll stay and help repair and all that. And then they just go, and it's like, no, stay here a bit more. Like, what is this? Like, I want to know about this planet now. Like, it's just, crazy. And then, like you said, they just cut back to the planet when Bowser Jr. gets Bowser again. Oh, mate, honestly, it's just nothing stops in this movie. It just keeps going. Because then after that, cut to Peach, and she's on a freaking casino planet.
The casino thing.
Yeah. And it's like, what's going on here? And then this is where the Mario 2 characters show up. And it's like, you've got Wart, Mouser, and Birdo. And then you've got the Ninjas and the Shy Guys. And it's like, this is ultimately the thing I worried about. And I said this at the end of our review of movie 1, was just too much in this movie. Like, this really should have been after they've fleshed out the universe as like the end of a trilogy.
Yeah.
Even if they wanted to include some of these characters in a second movie and then for Galaxy have them come back. Because wouldn't it have been so much better if, I don't know, maybe we had like a Mario World movie and then you sprinkle in some Galaxy references, like maybe the Bees show up and Honey Queen and all them. Then for a third movie, Avengers Endgame style, they all charge to fight Bowser, and then you have Galaxy, whereas again, it's a proper globe-trotting adventure, or galaxy-trotting adventure, but it just ends up being planet.
Literally, actually, that is literally the film. Just planet hopping.
Yeah, that's it. And it really does make you wonder, like, who these characters are, what more they could... And again, for Nintendo fans, what Nintendo are going to do with these characters. Because, I'm not going to lie, Mario 2 has not been referenced in years. And it's crazy to see Wart in 3D. Wart's never appeared in 3D, I don't think, until now. And I liked who voiced him as well, to be fair. Like, that was also brilliant. Yeah. But and then you go into that, and then next thing you know, Fox. And it's like, Jesus Christ.
He was awesome, though.
He was awesome. And his musical references, fucking hell.
Yeah, they done Star Fox justice.
They did. It makes you want a Star Fox film, I will say. Like, after seeing that, at the end of the film, obviously, he goes, and he did establish he was from another universe, because they said that he opened a portal and ended up in the Mushroom universe, and then he became like a bounty hunter, doing jobs here and there, and then he gets his warp drive fixed, and he goes back to his universe. please Nintendo, make a Star Fox movie.
I did
would
say to
happily.
JC on the way down here that I wished it was Falco and not Fox. I get why they chose Fox, obviously, as the main character. Fox, if you know Nintendo at all. But yeah, I wish they used Falco only because Fox is piloting for literally almost all of his screen time.
Yeah.
And Falco's the pilot in the Star Fox series. So I wish they used Falco for that, but, you know, I get it.
Yeah, I think they went with Fox because Fox is more recognisable. Do you know what, actually? Now that you mention it and thinking about it more and more, I kind of agree more with that sentiment of it should have been Falco, because that way it's a reference but it's still obscure, because then if they put Falco you think, oh, so where's Fox?
Exactly.
Yeah, like, there's so much they could have done with it. Also the Pikmin reference.
Yes, this is the one I was on about last, like, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
The screen focuses on the rocket. It looks massive at first, but, like, you know, the camera's so zoomed in. And then you see the little Pikmin come out, and it zooms out, and it's Olimar's ship with little Pikmin coming out. And that's it.
Yeah.
It literally has no relevance to the Mario story at all.
I think it played the Pikmin theme as well when they came out.
I didn't clock.
But no Olimar.
No.
And that was also a missed opportunity. Or if not Olimar, then the other one. What's it, Louis? He's the little blue one.
I can't remember.
Not the one from Pikmin 3. That's Alf.
I'm not thinking of
that's
that one.
Alpha, but Olimar, and then Olimar had like a shipmate called Louis.
Yeah.
I mean, at least the Pikmin were in the film, but again, like you said, yeah, it was really one of them, like, they really wanted you to be like, I know them! But if you don't, you're like...
What was you like? Because when I see it, I was like, oh, cool.
So these were the moments where in the cinema I would quickly look to see your reaction.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously, like, I saw you laugh when Rob was on screen. I chuckled as well.
Yeah.
I think we
I
both
heard
sort
you.
of, yeah.
You
mate, his scene was so funny.
It was good.
He's over there. But I'm not going to lie, I feel like they kind of ripped off Zootropolis with Rob. Have you ever watched Zootropolis?
No, but I'm pretty sure that scene where he says right over, I'm pretty sure that I've seen that before. Not obviously that clip, but I've seen that gag before.
All I will say, if any of you have watched Zootropolis, the sloth is basically Rob. That's I have seen that's
that
what they
before,
that's what they did.
I've seen that before.
Obviously, it's gonna happen. Movies are gonna reference each other. It did work for Rob, but you can tell that some homework's been copied with that one. Like
some homework.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, but they did. Like if you hadn't watched Zootropolis, you'd be thinking, oh, that's really funny. But if
Nintendo had a quick look at Zootropolis and I was like,
I mean, they have come out the same year. Zootropolis 2 was only like a couple months ago, and again the sloth's in that. So it wouldn't surprise me, even where he was, because even in Zootropolis, the sloth is in like a help area.
I was going to say, it's like an information desk, isn't it?
Yeah, and then Rob was in an information desk. It's like, come on, Nintendo, you really ain't hiding it here, are you? Yeah, God. But that was a funny reference, and also, again, like the Gateway Galaxy was where they really just threw character after character after character.
Oh,
you see the Piantas, you see the little wood guys from Galaxy, the monkeys and all that. You mentioned that you saw the in Bowser Jr.'s ship, the EGAD box.
Oh yeah, the blue box where you jump on it and you get the hover pack from Mario Sunshine.
Yeah,
that's there.
There are just so many references that again it feels like Nintendo and Universal want you to really focus on. And again, if you look at the review scores, people have, because again, fans are raving about the movie, but critics are going, I don't get it. And that's understandable, because if you're not a Nintendo fan, you just aren't going to get it.
I do have one question for you. What was your favourite scene or segment out of that whole film?
See, again, this is where it's tough, because it was just all so...
Yeah, exactly.
It was just all so lightning quick. I feel like the cheap answer would be to say the stuff with Fox.
Fairs.
Like, which, I feel like that's the cheap answer, because to say that the best part of a Mario movie wasn't even Mario or Luigi, it was a different Nintendo character, feels a bit lazy. But it genuinely was, though.
It was good. It was awesome. He fit in so well.
Yeah, because he wasn't just a cameo. That's also... He makes a cameo, and obviously, again... moment.
It's actually useful.
But he actually did something, He gets them... back to he gets them to Rosalina's ship, then he pilots Rosalina's ship, and he actually does a bit of like space dogfighting, and like I really like that scene. Also, his banter with the other characters as well, like when he's talking to Peach, and then I think Mario says something to him, and he goes, "I like this guy." I love that. Yeah. Nice mustache, nice jacket. Yeah, like those moments. They're planting seeds 100%. They're planting seeds for a potential Super Smash Bros. Film, especially with another character that we weren't expecting, and thank fuck Nintendo didn't leak that one.
Who's that?
Game & Watch.
Yeah,
you almost forgot. Game & Watch.
No, I was trying to think. Literally just before you said that, I was like, no, it clicked.
Yeah.
But yeah, Game & Watch. But, I mean, how is introduced? Can they recreate that for a Smash Bros?
Yeah, that's
they
true.
use the paintbrush.
Yeah, because okay, so this is the thing. So again, obviously we're in the spoiler zone. So if you're annoyed, I mean, you stuck around to the spoiler zone.
You did.
But, yeah,
This is on you.
We did warn you. But basically, during the final fight scene, Luigi gets hold of Bowser Jr.'s paintbrush. And he doesn't know how to use it. And he even says, I like the joke where he says, well, no one ever taught me how to draw. And he draws Game & Watch. So it technically wasn't him, but it was him.
Yeah.
And Game & Watch basically does his Smash Bros. Moves on Bowser Jr.
The movement and animation for him is absolutely perfect.
Yeah,
well.
spot
Yeah,
on.
it's
Exactly
perfect.
that.
How he walks is literally like that.
Yeah,
it's
Game
brilliant.
& Watch, yeah. And, yeah, again, how they bring that back for a Smash Bros. Movie, I don't know. Because it technically... Again, it was him, but it wasn't him. It was the paintbrush version of him. So whether they later on, if they do make a Smash Bros. Movie, they go to a 2D world and there's Game & yeah, exactly. They go to the flat zone and there's Game & Watches there and Luigi's like, oh, I drew him. You know what I mean? Maybe, but that you can really tell. And I don't know what they're gonna do for a third film because it felt like the conflict in this film was wrapped up quite nicely.
Yeah.
Because obviously. We all know what's going to happen. At the end of it, the Bowsers are both defeated. Junior and main Bowser are both defeated. I did like Dry Bowser. When they, yeah. That whole fight scene where they dropped him in the lava and he comes back as Dry Bowser. That was really cool. And I'll tell you what, actually, the fight choreography...
Yeah, you know what, actually, when the film finished, I thought the exact same thing. Yeah. The fight choreography, the whole thing was absolutely brilliant.
I never thought I'd be sitting there watching a Mario movie thinking, oh my god, this actually slaps. Again, Peach's stuff...
yeah, that was ridiculous.
Fuck me, she just doesn't need anyone there.
That was ridiculous.
That whole fight in the casino, she solos 100 ninjas.
The only thing missing from that is the fucking God of War Kratos theme music. She is obliterating them, and then they all go to dogpile her at one point, and then she just spins out of them. It's like, mate.
Yeah, Toad was helping in the background when he got the penguin power up, and he's sliding around.
6 of them.
Yeah, do you know what? Honestly,
out of 100,
I think that's accurate. I think it was probably about 6. But then there's one scene as well where they're pushing I think a slot machine towards Peach, and there's 100 of them pushing one slot machine, and Peach is just one arm, umbrella in the other hand, just just charging through it. It's really she just definitely doesn't need rescuing anymore.
Yeah, she fucks them up. Ridiculous.
Her whole moveset as well was references to Smash. The final bit when she throws the turnip at Wart and it ends up in his mouth.
I was waiting for her to use Toad as a parry, but she didn't.
Oh my god!
I was waiting for it. Oh man!
Oh,
I really
that would have
wish
been
they
sick.
did.
Yeah, if maybe Toad lost his penguin suit and got behind her, and then maybe a ninja goes to jump her and she just goes.
I loved it, and then it creates banter with them later on. I just thought, they've been.
Maybe Toad could have said, "Oh my god, never do that again."
Yeah, exactly.
But when what you was talking about earlier, when the ninjas all surround her, literally, she's in a giant ball of these ninjas beating the crap out of her. Well, not really though, because she's a badass for some reason, and she does her up B with the umbrella. And she just floats back down, and you're like, my god, it's just, it was so insane. And the missed opportunity that you pointed out to me in the cinema when Game & Watch was fighting Bowser. So he beats up Bowser and Bowser falls down and then he goes to slam him with his hammer. And then I said it should have done the Smash Bros noise, the maybe even game.
That would have been sick.
But yeah, some missed opportunities, but the movie already is a massive Nintendo boner fest anyway.
Yeah,
so
it is.
These are things we would have wanted, but it's okay that they're not there because the movie already does way too much, with Nintendo stuff. And I guess overall that's the main thing. It's a great movie, but it does too much. It feels like being at a buffet with too much food.
Yeah, 100%.
And you don't know where to start. All of it's delicious, but you just don't know where to start. And that's also when you asked me, actually, what's your favourite moment then? Because you asked me and we didn't hear what yours was.
Honestly, it honestly caught me by surprise when they added this. When I see it, I was like, fuck me, okay, yeah, they absolutely smashed this. They added in a Mario Maker scene where they trap Mario and... Was it Peach? Or is it Mario and Luigi? No, it's Mario and Peach, isn't it?
I think it was Mario and Peach.
Yeah, they trapped them in this underground dungeon and it's all dark.
It was before the final fight. Yeah.
And Baby Bowser turns on this machine and basically he puts in all of these objects and stuff for Peach and Mario to dodge.
Yeah.
And he just keeps creating these things, they keep evading them.
He's
and I thought that was amazing.
He's literally making a Mario Maker rage level, and it's funny as well because his UI is the 2D Mario.
Yeah, exactly.
But then when they're dodging, it's 3D, and I love that.
How they incorporated that was honestly amazing.
Yeah, and when he done the wall of thwomps as well, and that was sick. And then the bit with the bombs at the end where it played the Bob-omb Battlefield music. Yeah, which again, the musical references.
Amazing.
Oh my
honestly
God.
amazing. They recreated them so well.
Yeah, they did, and they blended them all in. So again, you've got music from Star Fox, obviously, because he's in it. There was a little bit of Pikmin in there.
Yeah.
And again, the different Mario tracks like Mario 64, a lot of Galaxy, obviously. Like, I didn't clock the Bowser's Road, but then you pointed it out to me,
It was like 8 seconds.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It was a good time.
Yeah. I clocked stuff like, for example, every time Mario and Yoshi did something, like, there's one bit where Mario lands on Yoshi's back, it does the noise from
nice,
World,
I didn't even hear that.
And then as it does that and Yoshi starts running, it quickly does a do-do-do-do-do-do. But like you said, it's 8 seconds. So there's like motifs of Mario songs, but they don't ever double down and just do a full-on track. Also, the first Bowser Jr. fight. When it plays the Mario Sunshine boss theme, that was really cool as well. Again, this is absolutely any Nintendo fan's wet dream. Like, you're just gonna absolutely love this, which again is reflected in the review scores. Now, okay, I know we're obviously our reviews are very rambly, so for anyone who's new, we're sorry, but this is just how we do it. It's basically like a conversation, then hopefully you can get in on the conversation as well in the comments. One massive thing that we need to talk about, because this is big. Especially for someone who loves the lore.
For this.
Yeah. Especially for someone who loves the lore. So obviously we already said Peach could have soloed this entire movie. We didn't talk about the flip side of things. Rosalina. Now, everyone who plays Mario and knows the Mario lore knows that Rosalina is basically a goddess. Like, she is the most overpowered character in the Mario universe. At the end of the first Galaxy game, she starts off as just a space princess, and then she becomes God, right? Now, this movie, if you thought...
God.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, this movie, if you thought Rosalina was OP, they do nerf her because she got kidnapped by Bowser Jr. And we said about Peach being OP. They finally touch on Peach's backstory, which in the first movie was just sort of sprinkled in. It was, okay, she was a kid, she ended up in the Mushroom Kingdom, she doesn't remember anything. Then she gets the whole bloody memory unlocked thing when she goes
she
to
sees a picture of Rosalina in it.
Yeah. And they literally flash a memory, and then afterwards they flesh it out later. And then it's established that Peach and Rosalina are sisters.
You know what, though? I'm so glad that they're only sisters, because Rosalina's considerably older than Peach. She's like a little baby with a dummy in her mouth.
Yeah.
And I was really hoping it weren't the mum.
Yeah, no, that would have been ridiculous.
Yeah,
because then at that point, who's the dad?
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's the same problem as Bowser Jr. Although you could still make that argument.
You still can,
because
like,
who are their parents?
I don't know, like cosmic beings, I guess. I don't know.
To be fair, I think that's what they said, because Rosalina, when Peach reads the book, so Rosalina's storybook, which again is an homage to Galaxy, she really goes into the backstory, and it says something like they were on an asteroid covered in stardust, and then they discovered that they had powers. And again, they're basically both gods.
Yeah, they're literally just on like some little small moon together.
Yeah, and when they touch hands, grass starts growing and life starts sprouting. Literally just two absolute cosmic entities. Then some weird bad thing shows up, and Rosalina decides that the best thing to do is to separate them, because if they're together, they have the god powers, but when they're separate, like, again, Peach has her fucking peach fu.
She has kung fu,
but
peach fu.
Yeah, but Rosalina's actually magic. Like that first fight scene with Bowser Jr. where she's using her wand and she uses the sling stars. So Rosalina's magic and Peach is like, I guess, physical, like almost like attack and special attack. But what this means going forward in terms of Mario, I have no idea. Obviously, I don't know if the movies are canon. I don't think they are. I think they're their own. They're their own continuity. Yeah, 100%. But at the same time, Nintendo back these movies, so whatever they're adding in, again, Miyamoto is put in the credits.
His name is on there a lot.
Yeah, and he's the creator. He is ultimate. If anyone's their parent, it's him.
Yeah.
Because I'm surprised he didn't throw himself in as a cameo, to be honest. Or maybe he did. I don't know.
His name might have been on like a wall or something.
Yeah, maybe, or just a picture of him or something. But if he approved that change, is that how he sees the universe and how we should interpret it?
That's a good point, actually, yeah.
Because that's big news. It really makes you think, how the fuck has Peach been kidnapped all these years when she's a god? Like, what?
I think it's just movie magic.
Yeah.
I think it is literally just for the film, just for the theatres. But like, what do you think? Do you think it's canon?
I feel like we're going to be hearing a lot about this. I feel
100%,
like people are going to pester Miyamoto in interviews asking if it's canon. I'm in the camp. I don't think it should be. Obviously, I do want to know what their relationship is in the games anyway. Because, again, like I said, we know in the games that Rosalina's space god anyway. But, yeah, how she tied in with everybody else made no sense. Also, second spoilers, but the second post-credit scene, we get Daisy.
Oh, yeah.
And for years, I'm sure we're not the only ones, we always thought Daisy was Peach's sister.
Yeah.
And it turns out she's not. And like, so how is she a cousin or like?
She's just a palette swap. No.
Yeah,
just a palette swap.
And even then, I noticed that because they didn't have a voice actress for Daisy, they just had her be mute. She just punches the monkey and then just nods and winks to the camera, kind of like what they did with the Sonic 3 post-credit scene with Amy, because they didn't have a voice at the time. So Amy just shows up and smiles, whereas now we have a voice, and that movie's going to come out next year. But yeah, it's just, of all the things to add in, Peach being a god, I was really not expecting that. And I agree with you. Thank God Rosalina wasn't her mum. You can see there's an age gap, 100%. Because, yeah, Rosalina's a teenager and Peach is a baby. And she decides to send Peach as a baby to the Mushroom Kingdom and basically wipe her memories of what happened. Or kind of, because Peach gets them back. But, again, yeah, like, it's just... What are we supposed to do with this now?
It's odd. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of get... I don't know. Like, it just comes back to the thing being rushed, or the film being rushed.
Yeah, because for movie 2, whoa, slow down.
Yeah.
Like, that mystery set up in the first film is great, and maybe if they done a proper second film, because again, I'm going to keep saying that because I don't feel like this is a proper second film.
I agree. Yeah,
it's just way too much. Imagine watching Avengers 1 and then watching Endgame and nothing in between.
Good Lord.
So you've got the main team of 6, then you've got this big universe. That's what they've done with this film.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to put it, actually.
Yeah. Now you've got this big, again, universe. And as well, again, the story just feels wrapped up now, because again, they beat Bowser and Bowser Jr. Who's the new threat now? Are they just going to come back again? But again, you've got 2 gods right there. Do Mario and Luigi even need to be there anymore? Like,
exactly.
If the 2 of them escape, Rosalina and Peach can just touch hands, and I don't know, a meteor shower could just kill everyone, and then they'll just build a new planet. Like,
plus Bowser is literally just a dry bones head now.
Yeah,
is literally just a head. That is it.
He's a skeleton now because they roasted his body, and I mean, unless Bowser Jr. can figure out some magic to bring him back. But yeah, and there was no tease for a new villain and nothing.
No.
Like, well, to be fair, there was no tease for a new villain in the first one. Like, we had no idea Bowser Jr. was the villain until the trailer started to come out. But we knew he was a thing because obviously the first movie never explicitly mentioned him. But those again who know the games know, oh, okay.
Yeah, Bowser Jr. is still out there somewhere,
they could bring him, or again, Wart.
I was going to say, Walt, Iggy, all of them, maybe, possibly.
Oh, the Koopalings!
Yeah,
I
possibly.
completely forgot about them.
Maybe.
Yeah! How did they not even... They should have made a cameo, although maybe it would have been too many. But
that wasn't too many anyway.
Yeah. No, but then it's like, if they bring them in, what's going to be the correlation there? It's just... It is a good... The thing is, as we're saying this, it sounds like we're complaining. And
no, definitely not complaining.
We're not complaining, we're just critiquing, because it's just, like I say, again, imagine being invited to a buffet and everything is just on offer and you just don't know what to get.
Because like we said, it's quite a short film, so to have all of these cameos in such a short amount of time, good Lord, it's like, have more. have more.
Yeah, it's like...
You like that? Have more.
Yeah, it's like pacing Whiplash. It's just so... It feels like a roller coaster ride that's just going from 0 to 100 straight away. There's no climb and there's no dip. It's just straight...
Straight up.
Like,
straight up.
Nintendo! Like, that's literally what
Mad.
they're doing, yeah. So, I don't know where they take the franchise from here. I would like to... Again, maybe I'll do it as a separate video, but talk about how they could have, again, made this a trilogy. Because if this was the last movie in a trilogy, if anything as well, it would have made it more emotional.
It would have made more sense if it was the last film in a trilogy.
Like, imagine if they'd done this as, like, the Toy Story 3 of Mario, where you've got the first film, you've got another film in between that gives the characters a bit more screen time. You see the bros being bros, Yoshi gradually becomes their friend, you introduce Bowser Jr., then the final film, big battle, cameo, Smash Bros teaser, Nintendo ball tickle, and then maybe even, like I said, emotional scene, like Rosalina and Peach reunite, but then she's got to go, like she's got to go do something, and then there's like a big teary moment. It's like, oh my god, they're just reunited and now they're gone. That's what they could have done. They didn't do that. It's just just all this very, very quickly. And now...
It is a lot. If you watch it, it is a lot to take in.
Yeah, honestly. But still a lot of good. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but it's a lot of good. So again, it's entirely down to you guys at this point, whether you think that, again, because of all this, that it's a great film, or does it feel like what we've just said, like we're being force-fed too much Nintendo too quickly. And the only other thing, again, is, like I said, it just makes you want a Star Fox movie and a Super Smash Bros. Movie, which I definitely feel like are in the works. They've planted those seeds.
Yeah, 100%.
And if they're going to do a Star Fox movie, please, for the love of God, does this mean we get a Star Fox game? Because...
It's been ages.
Yeah, but the last one was Zero on Wii U. Which was a remake of 64, which is a remake of the first one.
Yeah.
So Fox's the Star Fox franchise is so confusing because they've had several games and yet 3 of them are remakes of the first one. It's like, do something with this franchise, please. I really hope, I hope this movie helps sell Fox plushies. I hope kids start buying his jacket, cosplaying as him at Comic-Con. Just something, because he was a really cool character. So we would love to see more of him. And again, if they do decide to do an NCU, see what I did there? Nintendo Cinematic Universe, baby. If they decide to do that, then I'm all for it, especially if Fox is the gateway to that. Again, it could have been Falco, but it's Fox.
Still.
Yeah. So, overall, good movie. Again, very, very quick. Let us know what you guys think of the movie down in the comments below. Obviously, we can talk spoilers all you want. In fact, if you want to talk spoilers with us so that it doesn't clog up the comments for those who haven't seen the film, join our Discord and check out all the links down below to our socials. Follow us on there so we can talk more things, Mario Galaxy, etc. And just gaming as a whole. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what, another question I wanted to sort of get your opinion on before we wrap up. Did this make you want another 3D Mario game? Because it certainly made me want one.
Not really, if I'm honest. Yes and no. No, only because, I'm going to get hate for this. I didn't like Odyssey. And, I'm going to get so much hate for this. I didn't like Odyssey, and there were so many Odyssey references in this film.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know why I didn't like Odyssey, to be honest. I think it was too realistic for my liking.
Yeah.
One
world is literally, real humans, yeah.
And I don't know why. I honestly don't know why I didn't like it. I just did not like it. I didn't like the vibe. Yeah. And there's a lot of Odyssey in this film, so I kind of want one, just as long as it's not like Odyssey.
Okay.
I mean, the bloody final boss of Odyssey is like a big dragon. That's not.
Which was also in this film,
Mario,
by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
So yeah.
For me, one scene in particular, or I guess series of scenes in particular, made me want a new 3D Mario, and that was the entire Bowser Jr. planet. Like from the moment
that was awesome.
Again, when they landed and the Bowser Road started playing, and again they're running around and Mario's beating up Hammer Bros and Koopas, and again he's tag teaming with Peach, and Luigi and Yoshi go off to do a thing. Yeah. The entire time I'm sitting there thinking, give me a controller. I want to play. Yeah, I want to play this. And obviously we now have the Switch 2, which is capable of maybe not producing that level of animation, but close.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've played Odyssey with the Switch 2 updates, but that pretty much looks near enough like a film. Maybe a film from 10 years ago, but still looks like a film. Mario Odyssey in 4K, stunning. When you watch the whole Bowser Jr. Planet sequence, for me personally, I was like, yo, plug me in, I want to play. Like, that's how that... Anything else, I was a bit just like, this is a film. Like, it all felt like one big cutscene, but that was the one moment where I was like, I could so just take control of this right now and just start playing. But as well, answer that question down below in the comments. But that's it now. We've rambled on long enough. Again, those are our thoughts on Super Mario Galaxy, the movie. What did you guys think? Did you think it works as a second movie? Did you think it should be a third in a trilogy? Did you think it should be a fourth in a quadrilogy? And do you think Super Smash Bros. The movie or Star Fox the movie is coming? Let us know all these things down below. And as you go down there, don't miss that big old thumbs up button. Press that and the new hype button. Get this video out to as many people as possible so that we can all talk, again, things Mario Galaxy, Mario in general, and gaming in general, because that's what we do here at 2.5 Gamers UK. Anyway, we've kept you long enough. You've been a wonderful audience. As we always say when closing out these videos, you'll see us and we'll see you in the next galaxy. Take care.
That was awful.
I thought I'd give it a go. See you in the next one.
Still I'm caught up in a fire. I'm in the groove now, can't come down now. She